Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about the poet William Wordsworth, who is known as the poet of nature. The poet William Wordsworth was born on April 7, 1770 in Cockermouth, Cumberland, England. Wordsworth's mother died when he was 7 and he was an orphan at 13. Despite these losses, he did well at Huxford Grammar School, where he wrote his first poetry and went on to study at Cambridge University. He did not excel there, but managed to graduate in 1791. He got married twice, first to Annie Malone and then to Mary Hutchinson.
Romantic period. This period starts 32 years after the end of the Anglo-Saxon time period in England. This period was characterized Romanticism movement, which is a literary conception. The Romantic period in literature as freely imaginative fiction. First work of the Romantic period began with the publication of lyrical ballads, a joint work of William Wordsworth and Saint Coleridge. Traditionally ends with death of Sir Walter Scott in 1832.
Wordsworth's poetic style. Wordsworth was a marvelous writer with simplicity in his writing. His writing style mainly focuses on the simple miracle of perception and experience, has a long and deep thought. Verses are written in lyrical blank verse with vivid images and descriptions. His style of poetry, in which nature and the diction of the common man trumped formal styles. Wordsworth often used imagery which is more visual, especially in smiles from nature, but generally he demands more of the reader's imagination than most poets do. He had a belief that poetic style should be as simple and sincere as the language of everyday life. That's why his writing makes him one of the pioneers of Romantic poetry.
The composition of Tintern Abbey was inspired by Wordsworth's 2 visits and walking tours on the bank of the River Wye in Monmouthshire in England. His first visit was in summer in 1793 when he was of 23. At this time, Wordsworth was greatly thrilled by the French Revolution. So during this visit, every sight and sound of nature melted his heart with the beauty of nature. Wordsworth revisited the Wye with his sister Dorothy in 1798, and he got deeper satisfaction and joy in the beauty of the landscape. Poet's 3 different stages developed in his poem, Toward Nature. First one, animal pleasure of his boyhood. Second one, apprehension of sensuous beauty. The third one, capacity of looking nature with a philosophical eye. Wordsworth was a pantheist. A pantheist believes that God is in everything of nature, everything is in God. All his life, Wordsworth believed that beneath the outward form, there's a soul. Wordsworth says, knowing that nature never did betray the heart that loved her, 'tis her privilege. He believes that nature never deceives a heart that loves her sincerely. Nature can communicate herself with human mind and adorn it with a sense of beauty.
I Wander, Lonely as a Cloud. Summary. The lyric poem I Wander, Lonely as a Cloud or Daffodils by William Wordsworth is considered to be one of his best poems in modern times. The poet narrates a small incident in which he got an opportunity to see a huge number of daffodils in a valley. This simple poem, one of the loveliest and most famous in the Wordsworth canon, revisits the familiar subjects of nature and memory, this time with a particularly simple musical eloquence. The plot is extremely simple, depicting the poet's wandering and his discovery of a field of daffodils by a lake, the memory of which pleases him and comforts him when he is lonely and restless. 2 significant lines from this poem. For oft, when on my couch I lie in vacant or pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude, and continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way.
William Wordsworth was an English poet, a key figure of Romanticism, and the author of the most famous poem ever written about daffodils. Wordsworth and his friend Samuel Taylor Coleridge invented a new style of poetry in which nature and the diction of the common man termed formal, stylized language. He is known as poet of nature. All his poems describe his love for nature and the bliss that he found in nature. On 23rd April 1850, William Wordsworth died at the age of 80 of pleurisy, an inflammation of the lining around the lungs.